telling you that there are affinity diamonds, there are affinity gems, there are affinity pearls, and affinity, what we call affinity diamonds accents, you know, where they're 10 points or less. Now we're going into affinity gems. And so these are going to be really beautiful pieces. This is all done in what we call rainbow moonstone. So as it moves, it changes colors. You'll see purples and blues. You see all those? Every stone has its colors, but it has to kind of hit the light just right in order to be able to pull the colors out of those moonstones. Then also it's totally encircled with white zircon, and that's almost 1 full carat of zircon, white zircon. And by the way, white zircon is definitely, I want to say, more expensive and higher rated than even white topaz. But I want to bring in Caroline Irvin. Caroline is a graduate gemologist from the GIA. Carolyn, how are you today? I should say not Carolyn, Caroline.
Exactly.
Forgive me.
It's so similar. I do not fault people, but it's so great to see you, Mary Beth, and Happy New Year.
You too. I'm excited about this piece because Moonstone is one of those that I think a lot of people think, is it real or is it not? Because they used to have those mood stones with a D, and they were kind of similar in look, but these are the real thing, moonstones.
I know, you're bringing me back with the moonstones. I remember the colors changing. No, but indeed, these are natural gemstones. And the ones that you see in this ring are completely untreated. So this is how they come out of the earth, and then we bring them to that beautiful polished cabochon, of course, to set in the ring. And what I love about moonstone is that it shows an optical phenomenon called agirlurescence. That is those blue tones that you see, those green tones, those rainbow tones that you see sort of moving across the surface. It's almost like an ethereal gemstone, I feel like, because you can't really like pinpoint where it's coming from. You know, it's the sheen that moves across the surface. And we cut them in those cabochon shapes to maximize that optical effect.
Wow. And then wrapping white zircon around it. I mean, typically they'll wrap white topaz around it because it's a little less expensive, but in this case it's white zircon, excuse me. I also wanted to tell you, everyone, we have sizes 5 through 11, and this price was $91. We took $40 off, and it's now $51, and look how big this is. Look at the sight of that. You want a nice big bold kind of right hand ring. You want a ring that stands out in a crowd. That's the way to do it, right, Caroline?
It really is. This is that statement ring that people are going to grab your hand and go, what is this? My goodness. And what I love about it is that all these different cabochons that we've set in this sort of cluster formation, they serve to not sit all that high on the hand. You know, usually when you have a ring that takes up this much real estate on the finger, it also has a really high dome. And I love that this is sort of low profile, but it has all those beautiful shapes. So it's really, really comfortable to wear as well.
Well, this is the first day at this price. This was $91 and now $51. So if you love this, we've got all the sizes too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And it's one of these pieces that, you know, it's like, it's a conversational piece, Caroline, because, you know, I look at it and I think if I was wearing this, somebody'd be like, what are those? That's moonstone and zircon. And then they would want you to move it all around, or you'd want to move it all around to show them the blues and the purples and, you know, all the different colors that come off those moonstones. And it's a hefty amount of sterling
It's
silver.
mesmerizing.
Yeah.
It is, and it's rhodium plated, so it's always going to stay in that beautiful high shine. Rhodium's in the platinum family, and we love to, through the Affinity gem line, we love to use that over the sterling to keep it that beautiful high shine. So you don't have to worry about taking it out or polishing it or that sort of maintenance. It's always going to have that beautiful, beautiful luster in the metal. And I agree with you. I mean, circling back to that zircon, that is a beautiful natural gemstone that is similar in the way it refracts light to a diamond. And so it's a really great accent to sort of enhance all those beautiful moonstones in the center.
I don't know how we do it because I look at it this way. You've got genuine gemstones of Moonstone, genuine gemstones of white zircon, and genuine sterling silver, precious metal. And this is, again, like a lot of the other pieces we've shown you today, is fine jewelry at a fashion jewelry price. I mean, $51. You can walk into any discount department store and buy a ring for 50 bucks. And is it going to be real anything? Probably not. You know what I mean? It's going to be base metal. It's going to be the look of, and this is the real thing through and through at $51.71. It's a stunning, stunning piece. It really is. Nice, big, bold sterling silver ring underneath it. We have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. If you just tuned in, we are right in the midst of 3 hours of clearance jewelry in My Time with Mary Beth. And I can tell you, too, one of the things that you don't want to pass up is anything you fall in love with at a clearance price, because once it's gone, it's gone. It's not getting reordered. Okay, we've got more gemstones to show you, so we want to hop to those. One of which I'm wearing. And this is a beautiful bracelet that is all